Indeed, Dawnsbury may still be in danger. Scarlet, when you search the rooms for magic items, please also collect any diaries or notes the orc shaman may have left behind. They could contain useful clues.
Yes, I'll seek them out.
Huzzah! Underleveled? That's hogwash. You got a skill increase because we are now level 3, which means we can either gain a new skill, which I don't think I will for Anna, because I'm not sure how much more of a skill monkey she can be as a fighter. Or we can increase one of the skills that we already have. From trained to expert. Basically, how this, I believe I've already stated, but how the skills work in Dawnsbury days. If you're trained, it is 2 plus your level, plus any other modifiers. Expert, it is 4 plus your level. Master, it is 6 plus your level. And then at Legendary, it is 8 plus your level. So, we are actually going to give you... We're going to give you Athletics. Yes. And then you also get a General Feat. General Feats are, as it says on the tin, they are general feats. Stuff like increase your HP, increase your initiative, give you more speed, make it so as you're harder to die. Become expert in one of the saves of your choice. Gain an extra first level ancestry feat. Weapon proficiency. Oh no. This one was... Oh, no. This one I just need to choose an ancestry, and then I count as that ancestry for the sake of any other feats. Ancestral Paragon is the one I was thinking of. But we can also gain skill feats if we are able to, take them on. So I kind of want to poke at taking Battle Medicine. This gives her an option to use the Treat Wounds skill while inside combat. It does the same thing, it's only one action, but it won't remove a wounded condition if she succeeds. We also need to actually... If I take Expert in Medicine... That increases her medicine to a +9. So if I take Battle Medicine... Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. We can upgrade the DC. we declare the DC. We can instead choose to do a DC at 20 instead of 15 to heal 2 die 8 plus 10 on a success instead. So it's the +10, that's the important part. And every additional one, I think, increases it further. So we're going to do the Battle Medicine, because Battle Medicine is good. Having more healing options is good. And I just realized, no, they are not allowing me to do the free Archtype. Unless I can do so in training. Substitute skill for... Ah! Yes, that is it. There is a couple of things that we have missed out on because of this. Substitute skill for Athletics. We've already gotten Athletics as a fighter. So it's giving us the opportunity to take another skill. We're going to go with Crafting, because that just seems appropriate for a dwarf. Now, again, free Archetype feat is kind of this game's bread and butter of a, I guess for lack of a better word, multi-class. You choose another skill, choose a dedication, and you can tap into that dedication. For example, as a Barbarian, you get the Barbarian's dedication feat. And then you choose the Instinct, but that's another thing. Become trained in Athletics if you want, you get another skill of your choice. You can start raging as an action, lasts for 10 rounds or until you fall unconscious. Alright, this is before the remaster. So you deal an additional 2 damage with melee strikes, but you also have a -1 penalty to AC, and you cannot use concentration-based actions. When you choose a Barbarian dedication, you then choose an Instinct. And what these do is pretty much make it so as you choose how your barbarians. Animal instinct fills you with rage. Natural attack with the instinct ability. Dragon, you still, let's see. The strike bonus becomes doubled from 2 to 4 as long as you're raging, and it's based off of the dragon's chosen type. So if I do this and I choose, say, a fire dragon, the extra damage is going to be fire. And then fury, no real benefits. But this does also change what we get down the line for class feats as we choose our dedication. So anything that's a dragon instinct, but nothing that's animal if I went with dragon. Fury has some that are very specific. That said, I don't know. Sentinel's pretty alright. Train in light and medium if you're already trained in those, already gain heavy. Whenever you gain class features, grants you expert and greater proficiency in armor. Also gain that proficiency in armor types granted you by this feat. Yeah, it's hard to choose when you don't exactly know what it is that's going to come later on in levels. That said, yeah, most of what we have right now is other classes for options. I don't think they're tapping into all of the possible things, which is fine. I don't want to do Barbarian for her, but doing a Cleric dedication might be interesting. So, any of the Spellcaster ones are a little bit funky. But basically, she gains Religion. She already has it, so we'll choose something else. You instead become trained, You can cast spells and prepare 2 divine cantrips, weak spells that automatically heighten as you level up, and then you gain spell slots from further archetype feats. So right now we only get 2 cantrips, and instead of wisdom, we're going to become trained in intimidation. No, we're not. As I look at her charisma and go, probably not survival. Survival would be an alright one. Trick magic item with occultism. It's an intelligence based one. Or nature. Let's take nature. And we do need to choose a deity, because that also chooses how it is that she acts for her deity. Care for the other, enjoy your life, don't travel into the void, summon or ally yourself with demons. Yeah, that's pretty appropriate. And then we just need to choose the spells that she's going to take. She does not have a lot in wisdom, which means that her spell save DC is going to be butt. So instead we're going to choose shield. You know, just in case she's running out of options. And Forbidding Ward. Increase AC and she can use the magic shield to just straight up prevent damage. Is this optimal? Probably not. For Scarlet, why don't we go with the Rogue dedication? It's already got 2 in Dexterity. So we need to choose between Stealth and Thievery. Stealth is probably better because I don't think Thievery is going to be that much of an option in this. But we can also disable hazards and traps. I think we'll go with the Thievery. The way that rogues work is that they also get, well, assuming that this dedication works in the same way, I believe it's always had. 1 second, folks. I love thinking that I heard something behind my door. Anyways, so you don't get sneak attack with this, but you get a skill You become trained in light armor. First round of combat. Creatures haven't acted yet. They are flat-footed to Scarlet. And also she gets a skill feat. We are going to have her train... How are you not trained in survival as a freaking druid? We're not going to give you Intimidating Glare because I don't think anyone in this party has any sort of... But anyways, so we can give her Trick Magic item, which allows her to cast magic from scrolls. One extra action, and you must also succeed a skill check against the DC. If you fail the check, you expend only one action and keep the scroll, but you can't attempt it until the next turn. That's fine. Arcana if it's arcane, nature if it's primal, she doesn't need to because she's already a druid. Religion if it's divine, or occultism if it's an occult spell. So, and the DC changes per thing. So we probably want to give her something other than survival in that case. Let's give her Arcana. We don't have any Arcana users in this. Anyways, skill increase. Let's have her... No, let's have her increase her Arcana. Let's just pivoting the character severely hard in a different direction. And we can take Ancestral Paragon, which actually would give her the ability to cast or learn other skills as a... Oh, right, she's a half-elf. Right? Elf? I don't think she's supposed to be able to take that. Maybe she is. I'm not sure. Because she's tagged as elf, but not as human. It's funky. An extra first level, extra general feat. Take the general feat for Ancestral Paragon. Take general feat so as you get an extra feat. It's silly. And some motions, trained with long swords, rapiers, short bows, and composite short bows. You get a circumstance bonus to strike against demons equal to the number of weapon damage, or get an arcane cantrip. As arcane spells are based off of intelligence, that's a little useless for her specifically. Which is a realization I'm making here. Maybe an occultism then. Because that, at the least, should be based off of her wisdom. This is going to be a longer episode because leveling up is always a pain in the ass. Don't care what system it is. See, if I just take Ancestral Paragon and then take the Elven Weapon Familiarity, she doesn't need to worry about any of those weapons, but I don't know. Kind of want to go natural skill. God damn. I kind of wish that this was based off of remaster, just because of there's another thing I don't know. Probably make her Intimidating Glare would be useless. Well, not useless, but she doesn't have intimidation. Oh, she does have intimidation. It's a little silly. Huh. You know what? HP. HP is always good. And then she now has level 2 spells. So we are going to take... Oh boy. Loose times arrow. That makes it so as all targets are quickened and they can only use that action to move until the end of my next turn. I do sudden bolt. That's some nice electricity damage to just that one target. And then we could also summon elemental. That's always fun. I kind of want to see the list of elementals. Again, as a druid, we don't have to be all like, oh, this is your spell list. No, these can be swapped out every single time that we go for a long rest. Takdar. Animal companion identity. We can change it. Well, I say change, but bear? You can pretty much just change what it is that the animal companion is, I think. Yeah, we're gonna stick with a bear. Just call it bear. I'm not inventive, shut up. Actually for Takdar, we are going to take dedication in the barbarian. We'll choose fury, but there's a reason for that. Substitute for athletics. No charisma. No intelligence. Constitution does not affect any of these. And he's already got all the ones for strength. And all the ones for dexterity anyways. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and give him intimidate anyways. Skill increase. Athletics. Yeah, I like that. And then a general feat. He has a few more options because he's got a few more trained stuffs. Disarm check. Penalty lasts until the end of the target's turn, not until the start of their turn. Ooh. Disarm is good. That said, I'm a little confused because I'm pretty sure that disarm already makes it so as it lasts until the end, either the start of your turn or the end of their next turn. I don't know. But yeah, the Ancestral Paragon gives us the Orcish options. Ooh, some homebrew stuff too. Nice. Here's the thing. I always kind of thought that the base Ancestral feats kind of weak sauce. We're gonna give him fleet. Just make him faster. And then Safi. Safi. Substitute. Everyone gets substitute skills for athletics. You are wise, strong, and charismatic. So we probably want to lean into anything that you can do like that. Key point, by the way, just because one character is like the strong character doesn't mean you shouldn't also dive into some of the strong options that are available. Intelligence, wisdom, charisma. I don't want to do performance. I don't know if performance will have much use in this system, or in this campaign in this particular case. Only option I can think of is medicine. Like, otherwise it'd be a waste of her higher intelligence. That said, she does not have... Okay, this is one of the sillier things about the dedications. They do have requirements. So a fighter needs a 14 or a 14 strength and a 14 dexterity. So Safi cannot multi-class into fighter because she does not have a dexterity of 14, which honestly I always kind of hated. But whatever. Honestly, it might be interesting to make her into a champion. Choose a deity, you haven't already chosen one. Become trained in an associated skill and in religion. For each of these skills, choose a cause. Your alignment changes to match that champion cause, and you have that cause for the purposes of meeting prerequisites, but don't gain any other benefits of that cause, and you become trained in all armor. So for her dedication, chaotic good seems the best, because liberator. She's already chaotic good anyway, so works out. And she already knows religion and athletics, so more skills. Let's go with deception. Let's go with... Let's go with Arcana. Heck it, someone needs to have a freaking... some knowledge on Arcana. Skill crease. If we give her the medicine, she has a better chance of doing the battle medicine if I decide to take it. I think I might go with knowledge and religion first. Then her gentle feat. Lengthy diversion. Even after the end of the turn. Powerful disarm. That's always good. Everyone having battle medicine would be funny, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Instead, what was it that you get as an ancestral paragon? Right, human. Advanced weapon familiarity. Choose one advanced weapon. No. Advanced weapons are essentially just... they are just basically the weapons for... exotic weapons that are very ancestry dependent. That said, natural ambition. Forgot about natural ambition. One additional first level spell. Prepare 2 additional cantrips each day. Get an initial domain spell for that domain. Holy castigation. Your heal spells damage fiends as though they were undead. Or reach spell. You can cast spend an extra action as you cast a spell in order to extend a spell's range by 30 feet. If it was already touch, extend it another 30 feet. We're going to go with Holy Castigation, because we're already dealing with a buttload of monstrosities. So, but yeah, now our heal spells are counted as level 2, so they will increase the amount of damage / healing they do by 8 when I do the 2 action one. And we get a couple of second level spells. Summon Blight, that sounds evil. For the rest of the encounter, target weapon... Ooh, this is good. This coats your weapon in either cold iron or silver. Just imagine her coating her hand in freaking silver before punching a demon. Fairy Fire would be interesting, but I don't know if we're going to encounter anything invisible for some time. Sound Burst, though, that could be fun, because that can deafen someone, and deafen does some damage. Well, not damage, but you know what I mean. Huzzah! To the shop. We have a plus... Really, a +1 striking rapier. Okay, so we have some options with that too. Scarlet can use this one. And Barkskin Potion, so what could that do you? Alright, so... I'm not sure what the exclamation marks here are. But an Acosta, Tokdar, and Safi could use it. If I retrain Scarlet, I could give her the elven weapon proficiencies. But the thing is that's kind of pointless. Because I'm going to be removing the striking rune. See, the way that all this works, it is a fun way of how it works, and I love it, is that you can remove the runes for 1/10 of the price and put it onto another weapon. So I could say take this Rune of Striking, which increases the damage die, makes it so as you do 2 weapon damage dice instead of 1, and put it onto this greatsword for 6 gold. Now, usually this also requires like a crafting check or sometimes in-game time, but at the moment, this is a different, this is a different system. Non-proficient with Scarlet. Yeah, I thought so. You're proficient, but your dexterity is not good, so might not be the best idea. It's almost tempting actually to take that Rune of Striking and putting it onto Safi's hand wraps, because that'd be funny. That said, that longbow is already +1. The longbow isn't +1 is what I meant to say. Oh, that's why you've been sucking with the longbow. I keep on forgetting. Longbow has volley. Creatures that are within 30 feet of you take a -2 penalty to hit. That's a little bit butt. That said, I think it's still best to detach this and put it onto that longbow instead. How do I sell? Like that. So, before we delve into anything else or anything new, I want to double check characters' stats here. You have a +1 dex, +2, +3, +0. I don't think, however, you are proficient. Fascinating. But it requires a minimum strength of 18, and Staffy only has a 16 or 17 in that. Now that said, we could also take an increase of one of these. These are the runes. I could put them on someone. Oh, that's right. I could also sell this. I'm not going to use that. No one's a goddamn. Let's see. Poisons, bombs. If we had an alchemist, bombs might be a little bit more effective. Like barding. Here we go. Expanded healer's kit. And seen as, pretty sure it's you. But yeah, you have battle medicine. We're gonna give you the expanded healer's kit. It increases her medicine check and makes it so as we could theoretically hit that other bonus. Let's see, once per day. Raises a missile deflection. If not flat-footed, spend a reaction. If you do, gain +2 against the triggering attack. But it's only against... yeah, that's only against ranged weapons. The mantle interposes to protect you from your own and your allies' magic. A dude. Okay, so this is interesting. We could give the bear some armor. Might be fine for now. No one's got proficiency in most any of these, although I probably should get Takdar something that doesn't have. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Give him something that doesn't have the... As much as I like the range and the damage, even if this is only 60 feet, it's also propulsive, which means that he adds half of his strength bonus to the damage, so... yeah. That's my thoughts on that. Alright, does anyone... oh, right. So here's a little bit of a silliness. this is the runestone of +1, which can only be applied to weapons. We don't get the protection one until, or the option for it until like level 4, I want to say. So we don't. Should I make her weapon into cold iron? Demons and Fae. Weaknesses of were creatures and bypasses the resistances of devils. Demons, devils. Fae, werewolves. I feel like that she is going to be one to hate devils more. And were creatures. Were creatures are always nasty. Man, if I had... Oh, I want to put a striking rune on this thing. I mean, I want to put a striking rune on everything, but this sucker doing 2 die 12 damage is... Ah, beautiful. But yeah, we're in... done all that. I might poke at some of the training and some of the... this afterwards. But that is the second chapter of this done. We have the crisis in Dawnsbury and evil from the stars remaining. I wonder how the evil from the stars is going to happen. But I'm going to go ahead and call an episode here. When we return, there's going to be a crisis in Dawnsbury. What that crisis is, I don't know. We'll find out. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm loving playing it. And as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.